Some of the content in this podcast does not belong to me and is displayed for entertainment purposes only. Step to the throne. Oh, genie of the lamp, can you grant me a wish? Just one wish.
Goldie, what is your wish?
I want to see the Goldie Gossip podcast.
Your wish is my command. The Goldie Gossip Podcast. Step to the throne. Step to the throne.
That's right. Welcome everybody to the 91st edition of the Goldie Gossip Podcast. Yep. It's the return of the man. Goldie Himalaya, y'all. That's right. That's right. It's your boy Goldie Himalaya. Welcome, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen. And I always say gentlemen because all across America, there is a ghetto. And I'm speaking to my peeps from the ghettos across America. Now, before we get started, let's do the flip. And there's the flip. All right, guys, let's get right into the show. Let me check my notes here. All right, let's get into some Goldie Gossip. Guys, I watch The Breakfast Club almost every day. And every Friday they have a guy by the name of O.G. Rob who they let come on the air and rap. And he's a good rapper, an excellent rapper, and he goes every Friday on The Breakfast Club. But before I critique him, I'm going to show you a clip of O.G. Rob on The Breakfast Club. Check it out.
Right, listen, I told him it's consequences and repercussions. So for every action is a reaction for me to toast something. Focus on descriptions, I'm not missing, just point them out. Set the play, I'm running it back, clapping and air it out. It's time for it. Been working, I'm nothing to step to. I operate these lines on time, son, something critical. Leave them stretched, smelling like mildew, getting crazy with it. Top off, just the floors, simple arrangement. I'm from the bottom, we cherish the pavement, making a statement. These watered down rappers, skinny jeans and purses. I got the plots, we prepping them caskets for them hearses. In a graveyard rehearsing, got verses encrypted and cursive. They can't see it, like they visions is blurred and time is moving quick. I'm sending shots, chill for the pick, wave it and let it sit. Catching all my targets and leaving marks that's permanent. OG.
I got some balls. OG.
Yeah, do it, baby.
No, Envy ain't doing nothing. Bye.
So that was O.G. Rob, y'all. He's a good rapper. But I'm from old school writing. I believe that a song is not a song unless you got a hook, a part of the song that everybody likes to sing. Hip hop hooray, ho, hey, something you can sing to or either come back to. And he's rapping, as you heard, without a music track behind him. I want to hear what he sounds like if he raps to a beat. And another thing is, it's no song structure. He's just rapping all over the place, and he is rhyming, but it has no rhyme or reason. There's no storyline, there's no song, okay? He's just freestyling. But anyways, I want to give a big shout out to O.G. Rob on The Breakfast Club. What we got coming up next here? Oh yeah, my new platform. It's called Threads. That's right, Threads. It's like all the other platforms. I can post up, you know, my music, my podcast, and stuff. And I'd like you guys to check me out on Threads. And also, I would like you guys, please, I've asked several times, I would like it if you could go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Hit the subscriber button. I need all the fans I can get, and I would really appreciate that. Now, let's move on to some Goldie Gossip obituaries. That's right. We got to do it again, y'all. We always losing people. And it's sad. First person we lost is James Earl Jones. He was in The Field of Dreams. He was the voice of Darth Vader in Star Wars and so many, many theatrical plays. And, you know, I know you guys, if you younger people don't know James Earl Jones, just Google and you'll get so much content, but I'm pretty sure most of you guys know who he is. He used to always say,
I am your father. Come to the dark side.
yeah, that was Darth Vader. And second of all, in my obituaries, We lost Frankie Beverly from Frankie Beverly and Mays, the funk and R&B group from the 70s. They were big in Detroit when I was growing up. We want to say rest in peace to Frankie Beverly from Mays and also James Earl Jones. Now, let's get into some Facebook shout-outs. That's right. We haven't done that for a while. I gotta hurry because we have a lot of them and I gotta get through, and I do have time restrictions on my podcast. So let's start out with Dorothy Zorby, Shanice Jackson, Tina Bashus, Diana Cogman, Catherine White, Miami Juan Tillman, Jennifer Ann, Megan Freeman, Sasha Neal, Paula Taylor, Kathy Peterson, Laura Weiss Hester. She's my oldest in age. She's my oldest fan, and she's been following me a long time. She's an ex-pharmacist, and I don't know, I would imagine she's in her 80s or late 70s, and she follows me. So shout out to you, Laura Weiss Hessler. Christian Angelina, shout out Ange. Rodney and Quentin Troutman. Quentin, get well, buddy. We rooting for you and we love you very much. And you too, Rodney. James Sooney Johnson out of Detroit. What up, Soon? Tracy Red. Lauren Biggs. Love Jones. Anita Strickland Reams. My son, Jeremy Neal. Tammy Ward. Charles C. Dub White out of LA. Dr. Rose Parker January. Shout out, baby girl. Crystal Bullock. My baby Nancy Anu. Heaven Sky. Rebecca Rose, a.k.a. Penelope Price. Love you, baby girl. Dan and Diane Marquise, next door, our neighbors. We love you. Ava Delaney. Shout out to Ava Delaney, and she is fine. Let's move on with Robert T. Payne III, the bass baritone singer I ever met in my life out in Detroit. We grew up together, singing together, so shout out Robert T. Payne III. Mick Angelo, love you, Mick. You put up a lot of good stuff. Follow Mick Angelo. Rebecca Burwell, Whitney Trumbo, Kenneth Boyd, Bill Vogel, Zoom Zoom out of Detroit. Love you, baby girl. Shamika Black, Leslie Lynn Byram. Love you very much, baby girl. Gina Wilson. Shout out to Gina Wilson. Shout out to Andrea L.B. Shout out to Sophia. Just Sophia. And she fine too. Shout out to Sophia Venegas. That's my buddy out in the San Fernando Valley. I miss you, baby girl. Hit you up on the DMs. Sophia Venegas. Michelle Renee Jackson. What up, Space Baby? Danny Trejo. That's right. The original Danny Trejo. He hit me up, and he's a very nice guy. Shout out to you. Megan Thee Stallion. That's right, Megan Thee Stallion. Shout out to you, baby girl, for following me, and I appreciate the love. Mrs. Poindexter. Shout out to Mrs. Poindexter. Bettina Lashura. Bettina Lashura, shout out to you. Loria Ann Polk. Big Red Ramsey. Leon Walker. My daughter, Dr. Dana Keys out of Southgate, Michigan. I love you, baby girl. Marshall E. Allen, my knuckleheaded friend in Detroit. Shout out, Marsh. And last but not least, we have Haley Kirby. And she fine too. All right, that's enough for our shout outs. And once again, guys, if I didn't get you, as I follow the people that follow me, eventually you will end up on the list, and I will be glad to do that. Now, coming up next, I did a segment last, excuse me, let me get some water here. I did a segment that worked out great. It's called Unbelievable Facts. It's where I tell you guys stuff that is absolutely unbelievable that will blow your mind, but facts. So, this time, I want to tell you guys about an animal that can travel up to 60,000 miles on a minuscule amount of energy. Some worms, some water, a little bit of rest, and take off again. Now, what animal am I talking about? Migrate birds. Birds that migrate. That's right. It is unbelievable that they could travel so far on so little energy. And another thing, when they migrate, you may think that their destiny, although it's far away, they travel on minuscule amounts of energy. But first, right now, I'm going to show you a clip, a more professional clip, explaining about how birds are able to travel so far on so little energy. Check out the clip, and I'm going to talk it out on the backside. Kick it.
Why do migratory birds fly in a V shape? Have you ever noticed a large group of migratory birds flying high in the sky? If it is, you must have noticed that many clusters fly in a V-like formation. The V formation, also known as the echelon formation, is seen frequently in the ranks of migratory birds, such as geese, that migrate or travel long distances. It sure looks elegant to onlookers, but have you ever wondered what the real reason behind this particular pattern of air formation is? When a bird is flying, the tips of its wings create a spinning vortex. A rotating vortex, as its name suggests, is a swirl of air moving around the tips of a bird's wings. As a result, the air behind the bird is pushed down, while the air behind and on the sides is pushed up. Because of this, the airflow is either up or down. Now, if a bird flies in the area of the airflow, it gets free lift from the air and thus gets a great deal of air support, without much effort on its own. This is why birds that follow the leader may not have to flap their wings as many times as the leader of the group, as they can just glide and stay airborne. In a more explicit sense, migrating birds are positioned in symmetrical formations to get an extra boost from the movement of the birds flying in front. Where the bird moves forward, moving its wings downwards, which results in moving the air from the bottom up. This air current helps lift the birds in the rest of the line without additional effort. Timing is everything. Birds are also keen on this coordination during their flight to move their wings according to precise timing, as it works to synchronize the beating of its wings in a perfect way that matches the air flowing from the wings of the bird moving in front. The V mode is best for observing the leader at the front and eliciting the right movement and timing. How is the leader of the birds chosen to be at the front of the flock? As it turns out, there is no consistent leader of the herd. The birds take turns standing in the foreground. Bernhard Volkel and colleagues from Oxford University's Department of Zoology conducted an amazing study to learn more about flight behavior, and discovered that a bird spends approximately 32% of its time flying behind another bird and a similar amount of time driving. This formation is known as the V formation in military formations around the world. This formation is also common in air shows, but the basic premise behind it was totally inspired by the natural world, from flocks of intelligent birds we've been admiring for thousands of years. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive all the upcoming videos.
Weighs about 1/5 of a pound, but that didn't stop an Arctic tern from taking the record for the longest known annual migration at almost 60,000 miles. That's more than twice the circumference of the Earth. The Arctic tern has long been known to have the longest migration of any animal, but these birds also take a zigzagging route that researchers have hoped to understand better. Researchers at Newcastle University put trackers on 29 Arctic terns. The one that took the record left the UK last July, touched down in South Africa and the Indian Ocean, and spent months in the Antarctic region before returning to where it started in May. One of Newcastle University's researchers said, "It's really quite humbling to see these tiny birds return when you consider the huge distances they've had to travel and how they've battled to survive." And keep in mind the birds are doing this journey every year. The researchers estimate the record setter could travel more than 1.8 million miles in its lifetime, roughly the same as the moon and back 4 times over. For Newsy, I'm Ryan Beek.
Now, wasn't that interesting, guys? Isn't that remarkable? If I gave you a couple of worms or a couple of grasshoppers and a few sips of water, you would never be able to travel even 1,000 miles, let alone 60,000 miles in the air. And here's some other facts that wasn't on the clip. Check this out, guys. You may think that migrating birds only fly in the daytime and they sleep at night. That's what non-migrating birds do. But they fly at night because they're safer. They're safe from predators. They could eat them. And they're able to travel so far on those spirals that you saw on the clip, and actually fly and rest on the wing flow from the bird in front of you. And here's another thing they didn't talk about. Birds actually sleep in flight. They sleep in flight. That's right, when they get in that V formation and they're going, they actually go to sleep for a brief time and take a nap in flight. Now, that's an unbelievable fact. An unbelievable fact, guys. Hey, thanks for rocking with me. It's your boy Goldie Himalaya. As usual, you know I gotta close it out with another Goldie Himalaya video. Rock with me, y'all. I'm back. That's right, y'all. I'm back. Peace.
I like to hold you in my arms, fill you with my charms. I like to hold you, I like to hold you in the midnight hour. Hold me, hold me, oh, oh, girl. Hold me. First time we looked into each other's eyes, my heart took to love paradise. And when we kissed, I knew that it was love. We felt so much that it must have come from above. Close your eyes and just relax. Don't worry about a thing. No, a glass of wine would be just fine when Luther starts to sing. Baby, come and hold me in the wee hours of the night. You need someone to hold you tight, someone to treat you right. Baby, come and hold me in your arms and know all through the day I'll love you in my special way. So hold me. You blow me away with the glow of your smile. I plan to stay with you for more than a while, and I'm young and secure. I call out your name, my pain you endure. Emotions not just a game. I want you here right next to me to make me feel secure. And if you ever have one doubt, my love I will reassure. Baby, come and hold me in the wee hours of the night. You need someone to hold you tight, someone to treat you right. Baby, come and hold me in your arms and know all through the day I'll love you in my special way. So baby, come and hold me in the wee hours of the night. You need someone to hold you tight, someone to treat you right. Baby, come and hold me in your arms and know all through the day I'll love you in my special way. So hold